Okay, you guys, I'm back with another video. I want you guys to like the video. Please share this video. Let this video get enough YouTube, algorithm. Now, I want to, talk about this because I feel that this is important. Now, we are getting a high volume of these geomagnetic solar storms. We just now had a G4. Now, Peru was hit with a 7.2 magnitude earthquake. It said it had been hit 2 times, that now they are under a tsunami warning. Now, next, I want to say what could happen to the U.S. when we look at the Cascade subduction zone, when we look at the San Andreas, when we look at San Francisco. Now, I want to talk about, California, because when we look at Central California, Northern California, and Southern California, at some point they've been talking about the Cascade subduction zone. Have we seen, amount of high seismic activity, and you seeing around that San Andreas fault line. The reason I say this because many people will be trapped that's in those populated cities. And I feel that if you are near the boundary place of the subduction zone, or you're close by that San Andreas fault line, many people will be trapped in behind a massive earthquake that they've been talking about, this big earthquake that will happen in California by the end of this year. I want to talk about, these earthquakes that we've been, constantly having around our world. We got to talk about when we see, Minnesota, Iowa, South Dakota. I feel at some point they have to bring out the alarm, start alarming people, because, you just don't get water that's going to the seashore lines, water that's just moving houses, and if this not a tsunami wave that nobody talking about, that's going and through the U.S. Now I want to talk about that. They tell us, well, we have, monsoon seasons. But remember when Jesus says that the seas and ocean will rise into a perplexity. So when we look at these GF, magnetic storms, when we get these solar flares that's reaching a high volume of perplexity. So when you have high frequencies, low frequencies, I want to say this because a lot of people won't know why we get in this strange weather, why we get a 3 weather event when we get these things hitting the proton. We get strange weather events. So I just want to, lay down what's happening. And I feel there's, the worst still is yet to come. We have 94 L, we got 95 L, we got 96 L, and I'm thinking that we got another wave behind the 96, which I think will be 97 L. And I'm now looking at this topics. I'm looking at now everything's starting to wrap up. That we are going into a whole swift that I was trying to tell you guys how bad hurricane season will be. We are going into a favorable condition. When these waves come every 3 days from the Africa coast, we are going to be in a much active hurricane season. So I want you guys just to share this video. Anything right now can happen in this bizarre world. And I've been saying, you guys, that Band-Aid's gradually coming off. If you are in the San Andreas fault line, if you are in that Madrid fault line, things is fit to, wrap up. And so, like I said, you guys, you watch it. I'm going to be watching it. It's a heads up. Be safe.